Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Mario. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2021 as we approach the end of its cycle and wait for Pro Cycling Manager 2022. I've had a few issues again with frame dropping, but it seems to be okay now. So we are definitely back on. Hello Lucas, hello Max. And again, thank you, Max, so much for your Prime sub, for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. It's amazing to have you guys supporting me. But yeah, today it seems like it's a little tricky, a little bit of a tricky day in terms of streaming for me, because I had this issue with the frames dropping. I have an earlier slight issue with the camera, because you may realize that I'm wearing a yellow jersey. You know, cycling yellow jersey. That's all good. But the issue is that, and yes, I do know that yellow and green, when combined, they make blue. No, yellow and blue when combined make green. And yeah, so it doesn't really interact well. Yellow jerseys don't interact well with green screens. So I had to tweak some settings in the green screen filter, so that like my shoulders, because I'm getting the light coming from the top, hitting my shoulders. It's too bright, and my shoulders were kind of disappearing, so I had to tweak the settings a bit. I think it's not too bad. It's a little bit more rough, like here, this bit of air that is higher. It doesn't look nice, but at least I'm full-bodied. I'm full-bodied. Maybe this was an attempt by the floating head genius, or the great floating head, to return to action. Le maillot jaune, absolutely. I'm a winner already. I'm a winner. But yeah, I don't know why the issues with the frame drops. All hail the floating head. Hello, Burger. How are you doing? Coming for a quick hello. You have to leave to work on your thesis. Who cares? Who cares, man? Don't write your thesis. Stay with us. Just kidding, of course. Just kidding. Nice to have you here for a quick hello. Thank you so much for that. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hopefully your thesis is going well and you are well on schedule. Not having any issues with lack of time. Let's actually wait. What? I'm so confused. I have a Stream Deck so that I can use shortcuts more quickly, and sometimes I get confused. I get a bit lost with them. Kind of just starting, but you planned it well. You have like a month and a half for 60 pages. Okay, that's doable. I think that is doable. When I did my master's thesis, I don't remember how long it was. It wasn't. I don't think it was like the bulk part of it. I don't think it was 60 pages, and I wrote it in 3 weeks. So actually, I don't remember how long it was. I think with annexes, it was 77 pages, but so it was probably like 45, 50 pages. And it took me 3 weeks to write the master's thesis. Took me a lot longer to write my PhD thesis, but that's something else. That is something completely different, because the lack of motivation at some point kind of hurt me. But when I hopped in the train, in the thesis train, it went along nicely, and And yeah, I think if I count the full time that I was writing my thesis, I don't know, maybe my PhD thesis, maybe 4 months, something like that. But there was a long period in which I was unable to write anything. Like, I would write a page and then throw it away in the next day, or something like that. So it was kind of painful at some moment. You passed both of your exams. Yeah, I think you had told us before. So thank you. Congratulations for that. You hope that gives you a motivational boost. Yeah, I hope so. I do hope so. So, and this might be a bit ahead of time. Are you foreseeing any potential job in the near future, now that you are a full historian? Just moving the microphone a bit here, because I don't think this is in the same position. Yeah, never mind. I hope that you are listening to me properly and that there are no issues with the microphone volume. You got bachelor's. You'll probably go to some master now. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I don't know how it is in your field, but at least in sciences, if you want to keep working in research, or I mean, yeah, I think unless you want to do a more technical job, you should definitely go to a master's. I don't know if it's the same, but it probably makes sense. Like the way, at least in Portugal, they split the previous bachelors, which were 5 years long, after the Bologna process, is that now you basically have 3 years of bachelor and 2 of masters, and it's kind of basically the same, and you kind of require people to have the master's degree the same way. Hello, abuelo, how are you doing? Coming here to ask for Argentinian talent in cycling. How is your morning? I'm doing well. We've had a few. We had the comeback. We had the comeback of dropped frames, which is a shame, but I think it's fixed now. So yeah, I told the story before. I jinxed it yesterday. I was telling a fellow streamer yesterday that I had solved the issue, and bang, next stream and it's back. But it's good now. It's good. At least this time it worked by just stopping the stream, closing OBS, and bring it back on. I closed the game as well, but I don't think the game has anything to do with it. Can I show my stats? I can show my stats. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm still using the CK3 camera, not the PCM1. I'll have to change that in a bit. Maybe actually they are not that different, but these are my stats. So 78 flat, 66 mountain, which is definitely not great. I'm not bad at hills, but yeah, the biggest focus is on time trials. 75 cobbles. I was expecting to have a bit more cobbles by now, but it just wasn't to be. More cobbles and more stamina. I was hoping for that. Resistance is now a bit better, because in the last upgrade we went from 70 to 73. But yeah, that sprint ability, 59, means, and with the low acceleration, it means that whenever I need to win a race, I cannot go for a bunch sprint, because it's impossible for me to beat anyone with 59 sprint. That is how bad it is. Yeah, the stats are nice. Exactly. So yeah, today you completely ignored you completely ignored Lucas. I think he appreciates it. No, I don't know what I'm saying. You will now play the role of a victim, trying to train for tomorrow's stream, in which you may want to play a victim and then you will come to ask for my aid and then betray me in CK3. So, going to the calendar. Actually, I prefer to look at it here. So today we're going to start with the Critérium du Dauphiné. And we'll start with a prologue, with a short prologue. Oh, this is a team time trial on stage 4. I thought it was an individual time trial, and I was kind of hyped for it. Bummer. This changes everything. This changes everything. I mean, I'll play the first 4 stages for sure. Then depending on my GC... Actually, I need to go. No, I can... Idiot, you can click here. So this is a team time trial. What a shame. What a shame. Depending on how I am in the GC, I'll play this mountain stage, but I cannot survive this climb. Col du Mont Noir, 14 kilometers at 8.3%, with sections of 16. No way. No way. But yeah, I might play it to see if I can hold. But most likely I'll lose time. And if... but yeah, there's nothing I can do in the others because they all finish with a climb. So if I lose a lot of time in this one, I could go in the breakaway for this stage. But then this final climb hurts a lot. Yeah, this one is impossible for me to win. And this is the same. Yeah, this is a really hard Dauphiné. A really, really hard Dauphiné. There will be naval and air rebalance in the new Hearts of Iron update. Bet Remy. When is the update coming? And are they going to have a plane designer as well, like they did with tanks and ships? Because I don't know if it makes a lot of sense to have a plane designer in the game. Hello, Yang. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. And my dog is having his coughing attack again. Yeah. Oh, wow. We didn't have the final huge coughing thing. Okay. Maybe it's improving. But yeah, say hello to my dog, everyone. Say hello to my dog. How are you doing, Yang? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, Lucas, you be right back. You go and do your stuff. Probably getting something to eat, I guess. Probably some bigger... Will it be? So maybe after the summer. You don't think they work a lot during the summer holidays? Yeah, I've heard about that as well. Like they usually take the summer, or all of them take the summer break. So they don't really develop the games. That's why some people were considering a Victoria 3 release in around July or something, which is kind of unlikely. It's kind of unlikely. And since they are supposedly going to show gameplay for the first time in PDXCon, which honestly I don't really remember when it's going to happen. So I think the game Victoria 3 is still like... I still think it's going to come out this year, but I would say something like October, maybe. I'm going to put my money, not literally, but I'm going to put my money in an October release for Victoria 3. I'm very, very excited for that. I'm very excited for that. I've been following the dev diaries from the beginning. I really hope it's a great game. So, Critérium du Dauphiné, first stage, 6.3 kilometer long time trial. We are the main favorites. We are the main favorites, even though Tadej Pogacar is here. Michael Bjerg, Brandon McNulty, Cataneo. I mean, if we have a decent day, we can win it. We can win it if we have a decent day. We are the best time trialists, to be fair. The team is bringing Girmay, Tyson, Zimmerman, Taco, Zandro Maurice, and Buhani. So not really going for the GC. We're not really going for the GC. It's more stage wins with Girmay and Tyson, and with me in the time trials, of course. So let's see how this goes. Let's actually load the stage already and see what we can do. VK3 confirmed, apparently. Apparently, yes. You should still find the time to fill in your improvements for Czechoslovakia to Paradox. Well, I mean, just send them an email. Now that you have that you are a bachelor in history, I mean, they might really consider taking your offer. They do have a lot of historical kind of mistakes which could be solved easily within the game mechanics. It then remains to be seen if they would still be balanced. But yeah, I mean, they should probably be able to fix the historical things. Hello, Richards! How are you doing? 1 week until the launch of PCM 22. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. How has your day been? Prologues are like impossible to win in PCM 21. Yeah, I mean, because objective finish in the top 5. Yeah, I hope I can do that. Like, the thing is, because they are so short, you don't really have enough time to make your stats count. And then if you have a rider with a +5, the prologue stat jumps like 10 points or something, and resistance as well. So a rider with a top 5 is a big candidate to win a prologue in PCM. That is true. That is true. You just killed a huge cockroach. Wow. Achievement completed. Had no place to hide. Well, I think the cockroach saw you and she was like, no, not him. I want to hide from him. Well done, Richards. You did a great public health job. You completed a great public health task. So by the way, I was also going to mention, oh yeah, it's not me. I was going to mention why the stream, like, apart from the issue with the frame drops, because that was not what delayed the stream. It got delayed a bit because of the yellow shirt and the green screen not being too compatible, so me needing to change the settings a bit. But more than that, it got delayed because today, around just before the stream, I had a phone call. I had an important phone call for a potential future job, still related with research, because I'm realizing that it's been really hard for me to get something that is not research related. Like, I'm not even being called for interviews, but I had a call because my PhD supervisor, she called me yesterday saying that she spoke to, I don't know if it's a friend of hers, but someone she knows, that was looking for someone with a certain profile to work in a project for about a year. And my former supervisor mentioned my name. She said I was the person she thought about to suggest And so she gave me her phone number. I called her this morning, and yeah, we had a nice talk. I liked her. She seems nice and very straightforward, which I appreciate a lot as well. She was honest, saying that she's also looking into other people's CVs. I sent her my CV in the meantime. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. It's research based, but it's not fundamental research in the sense that you are trying to discover mechanisms of how things work, and that's what kind of got me tired of research. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, it doesn't mean that I'm going to get a job, because I'm lacking one of the things the person wants: experience in genomics. Like, I know how to handle DNA and RNA, but I never did any genomic studies. So yeah, we'll see. I'm sure I can adapt. The problem is that the person that would potentially help me to learn the techniques is not very available at the moment. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. WP7 17622. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. And welcome in. Same as in EU4, where you have event with building Vladislav Hall, but Vladislav Hall was named after King Vladislav, which never rules Bohemia in EU4 timeline. I mean, let's imagine it's an homage to the past. You thought you were a T-Rex? If you don't move, you can't see me. That's a smart cockroach. Although in the movie, no, yeah, it actually worked. If they didn't move, it actually worked. President of Portugal called. My own to replace him. No, I don't have enough white hair. Even though with the tweaks of the green screen, it kind of makes my hair look even more white. Coronavirus 2.0. I hope not. I will invent the hyperdrive. No, the hype drive. The hype drive. Wow. WP, you're from Taiwan. Wow. This is interesting, because now we have a person who lives in Hong Kong and a person who lives in Taiwan. So from very, very far away. It's great to have people from Far East Asia. Wow, this is so incredible. It's like from one side, it's from the end of Asia. I mean, it could be the beginning of Asia, but it's from the Far East Asia to Argentina, to the shores, to the American shores of the Atlantic. It's so crazy. But welcome in. He was appointed in 1456. Ah, okay. But in EU4, you are still in after you cite interregnum and usually get a king based on who you ally with or something. Yeah, my dog. You probably heard it. Heard him. I mean, it's a dog. We should say it, but yeah. Well, let's play this time trial, because I kind of am playing a video game. Let's start at around 87, 86, something like that. Is this completely flat? There's a little bit of yellow there, so I might need to save a bit. Let's start at 88 and see how this goes. I might need to go harder. Actually, it's holding pretty stable. The best time currently is held by Mikkel Bjerg, the Danish rider riding for Bora. I think I can increase this a bit, up to 91. You're in this little climb. Oops, that was too much. Let's stop it. Let's go back to 88 and downhill. And we're 5th. 3 seconds down. What? What? 5th. Behind Stefan freaking DeBod. Or on the same time. If this finishes like this, I'm already seeing Zachary Silva dropping to 6th. I'm already seeing that because my objective is, I mean, Vingegaard losing 28 seconds. 28 seconds in a 6-kilometer time trial. Pogacar losing 14. He was the last one. I hate this game. I hate this game. Look at this. We are all on... What? We are all on the same time. What? What? What is this? What is this? There was a 3-second time gap to Mikkel Bjerg, with everyone then 3 seconds behind. How is everyone on the same time? It's 3 freaking seconds. It's not 1 second. Oh, freaking hell. I hate this game. I officially hate this game. Oh, come on. How is this possible? How is this possible? Hello, Go Spurs. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. You just won the mountain jersey in Catalonia. How are you doing, Spurs? I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing better than me in the game, because, yeah, bug time. Bug time. Based PCM. Your favorite shirt. I don't understand this. This is a stage maker error. Oh, come on, look at this. What? Poor Nicolo Bonifacio. Oh, come on. Come on. Everyone has the same time. This is just ridiculous. Everyone has the same time. Based. Yeah, I mean, it's... And because this game doesn't have a let's reload to the previous stage feature, there's nothing I can do. Because I'm not going to reload the previous weekly save. Fuck. Poor stage evaluation, of course. Yeah. I mean, so the stage classification was ordered according to what happened in the stage. And as I mentioned, I was showing at 5th, but I was so certain because from 2nd to 6th, everyone had 3 seconds. I was so certain because I needed to finish 5th. I was going to be the one dropping to 6th. And yeah, that happened. But then the freaking game actually showing everyone on the same time. This is like, it's these things that sometimes make me think, like, should I even bother with this game? By the way, I just pre-ordered PCM 22 this morning. Yeah. Seems like a great choice, right? Seems like a great choice right now. You're in your weekend this afternoon already, so you're happy. Wow, nice. You're having a big weekend. Is it because of the Queen's Jubilee? Okay, Burger, you go work on your thesis, man. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all your support for so long. And have a great session of thesis writing. And yeah, we'll catch up again. Thank you so much for dropping by. Have a good one. So we're going for this one, which is really tricky. I'll try to survive and maybe try to launch an attack close to the end. Probably almost impossible to win considering that Matthew van der Poel and Tadej Pogacar are in this one. So I might not be able to do that. But anyway, let's play it. Let's play it. Because it's already 2 p.m. It's already 2 p.m. And I just played one stage. Considering that the stream was supposed to have started at 12:30, like an hour and a half ago, it's not very encouraging. But yeah, Pogacar was 30 seconds in the time trial. This would have been huge in the GC. And he's on the same time as everyone. So ridiculous. Okay, so you are in the service of your leaders. I am the leader. It is important, an important role. Work at the head of the group for 25 kilometers. Yeah, we're going for Girmay. We're going for Girmay. I have a +2, so I might try and attack close to the end. So let's just casually do this at 55 from the beginning. Let's see if others attack. If they do, we need to make sure we don't... Yeah, I mean, there are others attacking. But if they start pacing after the breakaway, and which they are doing now. Now I need to increase my pace not to drop from the peloton, because we start with a climb. Not the easiest starts. What's going on? We aren't with the amateurs. Zacarias. Wow, Biniam. Relax, man. Relax. I will work for you if I can. I will work for you if I can. A late attack can be the best solution for this stage. Yeah, I think so. At least I will try that. I will try that. I just hope I don't get dropped. I mean, we are getting close to the top of the climb. Oh, I got dropped. The peloton actually split. Okay, we got back. We got back. Yeah, it's not gonna be an issue. It will not be an issue. Let's take position at the front and then work from there, because it seems like we are going to be able to do that. Although this is a climbing section, so I'm not really going to work in the climbing section, because I don't want to waste energy here. Not yet. Wait, what is not yet? Oh, not yet. I am the Senate. Not yet. Got it, got it. Okay, I will work at the front now. Hello, Janesh, how are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. How has your day been so far? Let's work here at relaying at 55, infinite relay to try to get the kilometers we need. We're at 4, so yeah, should be able to do this quite easily. I am doing well. I am doing well. Had a few issues with the stream at the beginning. Few technical issues, but those are gone. And yeah, we're doing fine. Our team is really focused here at the front. I'm not at the front anymore. Why you pace? Why you pace so hard? Guys, come on. Do I need to go up to 65? 7 even? 70? This is tough, and we're approaching another long climb, so I need to get those kilometers done pretty quickly. Yeah, it's our team. We are definitely working for Girmay. With Buhani, the one protecting Girmay, would make sense that he would actually be saving himself, so he could have a lot of energy to launch the sprint for Girmay. But maybe he's not going to survive this. I don't know. Let's drop this to 65. Is 65 enough for me to stay at the front? Let's try dropping it a bit more down to 60. Nope, not enough. 75. Maybe let's rest now that we are on the climb. Maybe I should have done this before. And then I'll work in the flattest section of the stage. So what did you guys think of Jai Hindley winning the Giro d'Italia? I was not expecting that. I mean, I don't think anyone was, to be fair. But Jai Hindley, I always saw him as a one thing rider. He did well in the Giro in 2020, but that was a very odd Giro, a very odd season overall. I was so not expecting him to win. And to actually drop Richard Carapaz the way he did, it's crazy. It is so crazy. Come on, don't... Kwiatkowski, can I go to the front, please? Yes, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I've completed the work. So I'm not even going to worry with getting the exceptional evaluation. I'm just going to rest now. Try to conserve my energy so that I can then attack later. So yeah, let's speed this up a bit. Because this is the only stage I have a chance to win on. I'm still so bugged with that time trial, with that opening prologue. I'm bugged with the fact that I didn't win it, even though I was the #1 favorite. I'm bugged that I finished 5th initially and then was dropped to 6th and could not get the race objective. Yeah, I mean, as you said, Max, prologues in PCM are nearly impossible to win. Let me look at the classification again. Yeah, it shows everyone on the same time. I mean, Mikel Bjerg was the fastest. Then Lorenz de Plus with 75 prologue. And Stefan de Bod is probably not even that strong. He probably has less than 75. The same with Stan de Wolf. Come on, and I lost to those guys. It's so crazy. It is so crazy. Okay, still 60 kilometers to go. Let's try to just relaxedly stay at the front. We're wearing the white jersey, by the way. Hello, Tuan! Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Long time no see. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hope you are having a great day, that you have been having a great time. Hello, hello. Doing well? Good to know, good to know. Prologues is 75% race day condition. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I had maybe a +2. Because I remember having something around this, or did I even, I don't even remember. I don't remember how I was in the race day condition. But yeah, a rider with a +5 can get like +10, +12 prologue, which is really crazy. It is really crazy. It depends on the kilometers too. Yeah, it was 6.3, so I think the shorter they are, the harder they tend to be, or the weirder they become. What's up, Tuan? What have you been up to? If you want to tell, of course. You don't have to. But yeah, like seeing bugs like this with a stage, with everyone on the same time, just a few hours after pre-ordering PCM 22. Really solid. It's just what I like to see. Okay, so 22 kilometers to go. We are about to catch the final rider in the breakaway, Victor Campenart. So I kind of need to move to the front because they are increasing the pace. I need to get to the front. The most logical thing, the most logical thing to do would probably be an attack in that final climb. Now the issue is that others might try the same. I may try to go now. I can try to do it now. Can I? No, I cannot confuse them. Let's try the attack now. Okay. Just before this one. Let's try to go for it. Go up to 85. Taking advantage of the downhill and the aerodynamic position. Maybe I should have waited to use that later. This is not going to be easy. Yeah, the peloton is coming too hard. Too hard. Let's go up to 87. At least I'm stretching everyone. Yeah, they are coming too hard. They're coming in too hot. Hey, those spectators in the way. What were they doing? Still 10k to go. This is going to be impossible. It is going to be impossible for me. Yeah, I'm about to be caught. It's 14 seconds. Not gonna happen. It is not gonna happen. We have a little downhill. And the aerodynamic positioning is finishing. Let's go up a bit. I'm so going to be caught. Just 5 seconds. Come on. Come on. Push it. Push it. Up to 95. Crossing the climb. Still 5k to go. This is... No. No, no, no. We still have Girmay there in a good position. Yeah, I just got caught. 2.5k to go. Yeah, let's just lead out the peloton, because why not? 1.5, I don't know where Girmay is actually not in a terrible position. Yeah, we're going to drop out of energy, and the win is going to be for Ionis Aguirre. Ahead of Marin Vandenberg, Ivan Garcia Cortina, Benoit Cosnefroy. We got 5th. We actually finished 5th ahead of Mati van der Poel and Biniam Girmay. Van der Poel followed by Girmay. The two of them together in a final stage result. That's never happened before. Never happened before. Currently playing some EU4. Wow, I haven't played it in so long. I'm fully committed to Crusader Kings at the moment. Trying to kill Ming with Oirat. Now it's all in. Yeah. Too soon, too far, probably. Probably. I probably should have waited until the final climb. And then I could have pushed harder for longer. Maybe that would have made it. You are right. You are right. It was more fun like this. On this final climb, it would have been very interesting. Yeah, I know. You are right. Hello, Nisha. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Hope you are too. Let's see. Maybe everyone has this. Oh no! Wait. This time they are supposed to have the same result. But yeah, there was a gap. Let's see. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Everyone is on the same time up to 137th. Right. There was definitely a gap like after 30-40 riders. Or 50. I think Buhani was still in the main group. I don't know. I think there was a gap. But yeah, typical, right? Absolutely typical. Which means that in the GC we're up 1 place, up to 5th. Now we still got the excellent. Yeah, because I pushed in the peloton and in the final group at the end. New responsibilities. Oh yeah, because I went up in the satisfaction. It went down. This is so stupid. Like, I had a big period in my calendar in which I had no races. You can see it here. After Romandie to the Dauphiné, I had no races here. And the manager satisfaction goes down like crazy. Because I wasn't racing. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? It doesn't make a lot of sense. It was, I think, below 65%. But yeah, this means now that I could spend some points to have some teammates with me, but I mean, I only have 3 points because I made another change to my calendar. No, here. I made another change to my calendar because I had after the Canadian Classics, I had the Tour the Tour of Luxembourg. But that was like just after the Montreal Classic and just before the World Time Trial race, the World Championship Time Trial race. And after a 6-stage race, or I think it was 6-stage race, maybe 5. But anyway, after a stage race to go for the time trial, I thought that maybe I would have some tiredness, so I got rid of that. And I had a 1-day classic, the Kampioenschap van Vlaanderen. I'm sure it's not how you say it, but anyway. I had that, and there's a day of rest before the time trial, so I think it's a bit better for my objectives. Try being injured. Yeah, that makes total sense, right? Makes total sense. How dare you be injured? How dare you? Unacceptable. Unacceptable. So I think this one actually... How long is this? Before the... Oh, no, it's 30 kilometers. But we all know I'm going to try it, right? We all know I'm going to try it. It's mostly downhill. So I'm gonna have to try an attack here. Try to survive and try to attack. I mean, I have to. I definitely have to. I can try it like on this non-categorized climb or maybe a bit later. We'll see. We'll see. The main favorite is Marin Vandenberg. And then Davide Cimolai? Huh? And where is Girmay? Girmay is not even here. You have Stuyven, but you don't have Girmay. Oh, come on. Game. I have to try for the banter. Would recommend holding off an aero position till you hit the full flat. Makes sense. Because in the downhill, I can still take a bit of advantage. And I've seen something very interesting that I did not know before. Well, I mean, before using it and actually realizing that, is that if you deplete your red energy, but if you are in aerodynamic positioning, you don't really see an effect. For as long as you have yellow left, if you deplete red, but if you are in aerodynamic positioning, the rider doesn't seem to slow down. At least I feel like it doesn't slow down. It definitely doesn't show in the animation, and I think it is not slowing down. So it's kind of useful to actually leave it towards the end. You are in the service of your leaders. We're counting on you to set up the sprint. Work at the front. Yeah, we'll see about that. At least in this one, it's going to be far easier to... It's going to be far easier to complete the work because it's on the flat. Because we are going to be on the flat. So no climbs for me to waste a lot of energy. Theodore Yates crashing. Everything always seems to be happening to Yates's. Proton Puma, how are you doing? Welcome in. How is your day? I hope you are doing well. Yeah, let's just... Going at 55, maybe I'll drop it a bit. Gerben Thijssen is he's chasing. 50 is too low. Okay, can we move to the front, please? No, not really. Because a few other riders keep trying attacks. Oh, Thijssen was going in the breakaway? Was he? Now we have Magnus Sheffield, Nico Denz, and Anthony Turgi. Ah, these guys, please stop. Stop. Even Girmay is at the front. What the heck is he doing there? What the heck is he doing here? We must keep on closing the gap with a breakaway if we are to stand a chance of winning. I know, right? I know. Oh, Turgi and Denz, they are actually going now. Odegaard and Wayo. Ruining everything. I find it interesting that my team is one of the main teams working to control the breakaway. It's nice to see you all, guys. It's nice to see you all. But yeah, I was mentioning earlier, I was definitely not expecting to see Jai Hindley winning a Grand Tour. Like, it was among the most unlikely things in my mind to ever happen. I mean, not as unlikely as Jakub Marecko actually going over a slight bump on the road, but still very, very unlikely. Okay, so we are about to... Yeah, we completed this. Let's go up to 30 kilometers. Should be done. Puncture for Brian Cocard. Oh, I only got 29 kilometers. So let's get a few more meters. Just to make sure we get 30 kilometers. That should be enough. There was a crash there from a Movistar rider. I think I saw that. Okay, 31. It's good. We are good. And all before the hills. All before the hills. I wonder what the race would have been like if João Almeida didn't have COVID, if he didn't have to abandon. I wonder if he would be able to come back in the time trial. It was probably going to be too much because he was dropping a lot of time in a few mountain stages, at least in that last one he rode. Attacks by Dens and Turgi. Oh, hey, don't drop. Don't drop. We do not want to get dropped. It was probably going to be hard for him, but like I can imagine what it could have been like. And also Romain Bardet. I mean, this was probably the perfect opportunity for a Frenchman to win a Grand Tour again. He was looking fit. He was looking good for the race. Ooh, I need to up the effort a bit. So it's a shame for him. It's a shame for him. Things really don't look to go his way, right? Things just don't look to go his way. I heard something about him now going to the Tour and actually changing his focus from trying to go for stages to actually go for the GC. I mean, unless something really weird happens to Pogačar and Roglic, he's gonna go and fight for third in the GC. And he has been in the podium in the Tour before, so I don't know if that really is what he wants to try. I imagine that he has actually more to lose if he tries to go for the GC than if he was just going for stages. It would probably be the best option for him. Also, Pinot, I don't know if Pinot is trying to go for the GC or just stage hunting. Because to be fair, the way the Tour is set to be, with such a huge dominance by Pogačar and Roglic, it just makes sense for other big stage racers to try to hunt stages, because they are definitely not going to be able to beat the Slovenians. Okay, so we are on the penultimate categorized climb. Still basically a full peloton. Turgi attacking for the KOM. He's now only 3 points behind Victor Campenaerts. Not sure if Campenaerts is in the breakaway. No, it's just Turgi, Dillier, and Nico Dens. But Dens got dropped. Dens got dropped already. And we are starting the final climb. So this is potentially where I need to make my move. But it's going to be so far from the finish. I'll see how I'm looking at the top of the climb. Puncture for Cavendish. But I mean, he was still in the peloton. He was still in the peloton. I need to push harder if I want to actually try an attack. Let's sneak. Let's sneak. Oh, I'm going 85 and I cannot get to the front. I'm not going to be able to do the attack here. Daryl Impey going for the KOM points with Yasha Sutterlin. What an unlikely pair. Let's try the attack here. Just before the downhill. I'm not going to drop them. Yeah, no, this was a mistake. Wait, wasn't I attacking? This definitely did not feel like an attack. This definitely did not feel like an attack. Let's go to the wheel of Maurice. Try to recover a bit. And then maybe try to attack on this one. It's going to be so short. Taco crashed. Oh no, poor Taco. Together with a few other riders, let's go on the attack. And please, teammates, please don't chase me. Please don't chase me. Are they chasing me? Are my teammates chasing me? Oh, come on. Screw you guys. Screw you. My teammates are chasing me. Why do I even try? Why do I even try? It still makes sense for a lot of riders to try GC. People can drop. Yeah, absolutely. You are correct with that. Yeah, I mean, if my team is trying to chase me, what am I even doing? What am I even doing? This makes no sense. Even without it, a 3rd to 5th still looks good, even if it's 10 minutes behind the Slovenians. Yeah, my own team. Yeah, we better win the team's classification. We better win the team's classification. Also, there seems to be a big lack of trees around here. I didn't change the graphical settings, but it's pretty empty. It's pretty empty. I mean, maybe that's how this region is. I have no idea. Gerben Tyson has been dropped, but we still have a huge train set for Biniam Girmay. Actually, Buhani was supposed to be the main sprinter, wasn't he? Can try to attack again. Not really sure when. I mean, should I try another attack? It definitely seems like my teammates are going to chase me again. Let's try it. I don't have the acceleration for this. This is painful to watch. This is actually painful to watch. Aerodynamic positioning. Energy gel, 6 kilometers to go. And they are chasing me. They are still chasing me. I cannot hold 90 until the end, I think. Or can I? 4 kilometers. It's 4K. Come on. Come on. Let's go up to 95. Let's go up to 99. 2.5. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna be caught. Or I'm going to run out of yellow. I'm going to run out of yellow. Yeah. I ran out of yellow in the final kilometer. I'm going to be overtaken. And the win is for Davide Cimolai. Ahead of Christophe Laporte. Itamar Heinhorn. No clue who the guy is. Matthew van der Poel and Sonny Colbrelli. And I finish... Have I crossed the finish line? In 45th. Wow, solid. Solid. Yeah, definitely seems like Movistar. Buhani was 6th. Girmay 35th. Like, why did my team chase me? Come on. Twice. Not once, but twice. They chased me twice. Maybe I shouldn't have pushed up to 99. I should have kept 95. Maybe it would have lasted enough. Cimolai wins the stage. Yannis Aguirre still leading. Actually, Movistar is doing a better job than my team. I dropped to 10th in the GC. Am I still the best young rider? No, I'm not. I was probably... Yeah, I was not the best young rider in the previous one either. Oh, empty water bottle. So I am going to go to the next stage. I will load the stage and I'll swap to the break screen just to fill my water bottle. I'm not even going to put an ad today, an ad break, because yeah, it's going to be a really short one. So no need for that. For those of you who don't know, actually, when I do the ad breaks, it's not because of the revenue that comes with it. It's because it gets rid of pre-roll ads for people that are not subscribed. Yay! K Silva Master, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. And we actually reached the 250 followers in the channel. Thank you so much. Welcome in, K Silva Master. I hope you are having a good day. And welcome to the channel. But as I was saying, the ad break is just to get rid. If I do a 1.5 minute ad break, it gets rid of pre-roll ads for people coming to the channel that are not subscribed to the channel. So I can never get rid of ads fully because Twitch forces ads on affiliates, and there are two options. I either have ads to be, I can get rid of pre-roll ads, but when that happens, I need to have a 30-second period of ads every 30 minutes. I think that's it. But I don't like that because that will disrupt the stream for regulars that are not subscribed. And yeah, my dog is coughing again. Sorry about that. So I definitely prefer to have the pre-rolls and not disrupting people that are already in the stream. But when I have a break, I do the manual ads to get rid of the pre-rolls. So that's the only thing I do. But after this long explanation, I will load the stage and I will swap to the break screen and I'll be right back. I'll just go and fill my water bottle. So I will see you all in just a bit. Oh, so this was quite quick. This was quite quick, actually. Let me pause this because we are going to be the fourth to... Só inglês? Yeah. Eu faço stream em inglês, sim. E tento evitar o português. Posso falar um bocadinho de português, mas tento evitar o português. So yeah, I do stream in English, but of course I'm Portuguese, so I kind of do know how to speak Portuguese. You have to leave earlier today? Oh, okay. It's no problem, Abuelo. No problem. Thank you so much for being here. Hope the stream goes as smooth as always. Well, now it's going smoothly. Have a nice day. You too, man. You too. I just took a break. Yes. Like, but I mean, the break, I think it took me longer to explain the ad thing before the break than the actual break itself. So yeah, typical me, over-explaining things. But yeah, man, thank you so much for being around and have a safe day. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow for some Crusader Kings. That's, by the way, let me do this. Crusader Kings, I will be playing it tomorrow again. And this time it will not be by myself. Typical old man. Absolutely. This time I will not be playing it by myself. I will be playing together with Lucas. We are both going to stream. So you may want to check his channel. You may want to give him a follow. I do recommend it. He was already playing some CK3 today. He's having his own solo campaign. But yeah, tomorrow we are going to start a new journey with CK3. We're going to have like a one stream per week together. I'm going to be streaming on my channel. He's going to be streaming on his. But yeah, we're going to be hearing each other on both streams at the same time, I think. You're not old, but feel old. Nah, you don't. You'll be here to see the beginning of the dual kingdom. Well, we're not starting as kings. We're not starting as kings, but actually we start as part of different kingdoms. It was not like that before the current update to the game, but it is going to be like that. I'm going to be part of Al-Andalus, so part of the Muslim kingdom in Iberia, and he is going to be part of Asturias, of the kingdom of Asturias. Okay, so I cannot see anything. I don't even know why we are starting in this, because Team Time Trials don't start in these launching platforms. So this is really odd. Also, like maybe this is a new way to do Team Time Trials. Maybe this is a new way to do Team Time Trials. This bike looks so so weird. Oh man. It's all for one and one for all, I guess. But yeah, let's have this, because I kind of want to see something at the beginning. Yeah, I think we are going to be struggling in the beginning, and yeah, this is really cursed. Yeah, Lucas was playing his campaign, and the most cursed thing happened. The Byzantine Emperor was a Serbo-Greek Catholic person. So the Byzantine Empire was ruled by a Serbo-Greek Catholic. That is so cursed. That is so cursed. Human centipedes by cyanide. This just proves that this should be an individual time trial. I would stand a much better chance. Okay, I don't really know how to approach this. I'll just, yeah, try to go at 85. Might be too much for my teammates. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. We shall see how this goes. It's such a shame that this is not an individual time trial. I'm going to get 87. Actually, let's increase the relay to 25 seconds. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, I'm already killing my teammates. And I'm not even doing that much. Ah, man, yeah, because this was not set at the maximum at the beginning. I'm not going to do a really long relay at the beginning. Probably my teammates are appreciating that, because they didn't die already. I didn't even see how we were in the favorites list for the stage. Come on, let me just go to the front again. Right, I'm at the front, hopefully doing 25-second relays. Oh, but I'm killing Buhani already. Buhani is already going to the back, and Taco as well. Ah, come on. I'm not even pushing that hard. I'm not even pushing that hard. Oh, this is completely broken. I need to lower my pace. God, I'm going alone. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And I'm already losing 55 seconds in the first. Oh, this is ridiculous. Go up to 80. Let's go up to 80. Gonna go for a quick walk? Okay. Too beautiful outside. You do take advantage of the weather. You do that, man. Otherwise, we'll hear each other tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, I'm dropping my teammates again. There you go. There you go. Yeah, we'll definitely have to talk, because I kind of realized there's a big issue with what we thought about doing in the save. Oh, I need to drop the effort. But I think like the best thing my teammates could do was just let me do this all by myself. This is a mess. Like look at this. Look at this. And we are losing 1 minute and 29. We're losing a minute and 29. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're fifth because no one else came after us. We're definitely the worst. I don't know how to play this. Like, how do I even play this? I'm dropping everyone. I am dropping everyone. Do I need to go at 65? Because I'm dropping all my teammates. You know what? Screw it. They're all done. I don't care. No one is going for the GC. Let me just push it. I'll do the time trial by myself. Because why not? Let's go up to 99. Because I can. This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. Oh wait, no, yeah, we're fifth because no one else finished yet. We lost 2.5 minutes. We lost 2.5 minutes. And we're the worst team in every single intermediate checkpoint. Jesus. But yeah, you stay safe, Lucas. Stay safe. Enjoy the weather. And we will talk again in the meantime. Have a good one. Like, I almost want to... Oh wait, Alpecin did worse than us. Hooray! Hooray, we're not the worst. So I think it was actually a good idea for me to push really hard at the end. And wait. I also think that the time... No, it completed after... Yeah, it only completes once the full 5 riders go through. Aja Desert losing 341. Okay, so we are not that terrible then. Yeah, team time trials are super broken, especially in Pro Cyclist mode. We did better than Astana as well, especially in Pro Cyclist. Well, we're gonna do better than Bahrain. Oh no, huh? Wait, what? Where is Bahrain? Oh, they didn't finish yet. What the heck? But I saw the Bahrain riders. Now Bora Arm van Hooke. Like he must have lost like 2 minutes or something. And Bahrain loses 428. The SM has finished, but they haven't finished yet. They technically haven't finished. Oh Christ. They have finished now, 4 minutes behind. Look at this. This is like this this looks like a mountain stage, and teams are just, yeah, finishing riders all scattered. I understood nothing of this. Bora won it ahead of Ineos, Quickstep, Israel, then Jumbo, Total. Oh man, I have no words. I have no words. And Mikael Bjerg is now the leader. He is now the GC leader. Do I even want to continue playing the Dauphiné? This is a joke. This is definitely a joke. Like I didn't play Pro Cyclist before this this year's PCM. So I don't really know how team time trials worked in Pro Cyclist. But like, this is so broken. There's absolutely nothing you can do to kind of organize everyone. You just do your thing, but then like, I was not even pushing that hard. I was going 85. Sure, I'm much better than my teammates in time trials, but I was going at 85. And I was just destroying them. Even when I dropped to 80, like... I need to decide what to do in this race, because going in the mountain stages, the only point is for me to get the experience points. But to be fair, I think I prefer to actually go and simulate these stages and then play the Baloise Belgium Tour. Let me check the calendar. Where is it? Here. So we have a prologue, which eventually might be good for me. I might try to win it. Then we have a pancake flat stage. Then we have a flat stage, but with a few cobbles. So that actually suits me. And a few opportunities maybe to attack at the end. Ah, this one is going to be really hard. This one is going to be really hard, but if I have a good day, maybe I can try to go for the GC after this. Depending on the time trial, on how that goes. And then we have another flat one. So I'm probably going to simulate the remaining stages in the Dauphiné and then play the full Belgium Tour before the national championships. So that's still 5 stages plus the championships. And considering I have a little bit less than 2 hours to finish the stream, I think that's the best option. Like, I'm not going to do anything in the Dauphiné. It was just going to be stage 4 will be chaos. Absolutely. Absolutely. So many hills. And then that looks like a circuit. At least it seemed like a circuit. So potentially there's going to be a lot of riders everywhere on the road, and it's going to be crazy. Yeah, if I played this, it was just to do the work, and I'm not even going to work for anyone because my team doesn't have anyone. So yeah, I'll just simulate. Hopefully I won't crash and get an injury. Are you freaking serious? Girmay was 6th in this stage. I mean, he's a great rider, but come on. Come on. Really? Pogacar winning, no surprise there. I finished in 79th. Let's move on to the next one. Like potential, no, I wouldn't get enough points to reach level 17 already. I might not be able to reach level 18 before the World Championships. And that is a big shame. That is a big shame because I won't have any other stats upgrade. And this will be the end of the journey. So I'm the way I saw the schedule, the calendar, and the streams I have left with PCM 22. Let me just quickly show you. So today I'll play the national championships, as I said, and I think, yeah, that will be it after the Belgium tour. And then I think I will do just one more stream in which I will play the European Time Trial Championship. I'm not sure if I'm going to the road race as well, but I mean, we can do that. Then I'll play the Benelux Tour. I'm probably going to have to simulate the Canadian Classics. Depends on how the time goes. I should simulate this one as well and then go for the World Championships. And that should be the end of this series. And I still don't know when I'm going to stream that. It might even be on the release day of PCM 22. Because it usually comes out later in the day, but I might just play it the day before, so on Wednesday. But I haven't planned the schedule fully. Oh no! I clicked 3D race. Damn it. Super Girmay. I mean, he could potentially do it. The main climb was not the final one, but seems really unrealistic. I'll quit this and then I'll simulate it. I'm like so used to clicking on the 3D race that it just happened. Sorry, I'm just checking something. So yeah, we would have to work at the front of the group. Girmay going for the best climber classification. Yeah, no, let's just quit the stage. Maybe a sign for the break win for the breakaway win. Nah, this is impossible. Look at my rider. I cannot possibly win this. I cannot possibly win this. Do you want me to try it? I'm on a 0 day. Nah, it's impossible. It is impossible. This is too hard. '66 mountain. Nah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm just going to simulate this. Let's reload. I appreciate your positivity, your encouragement, but it would never happen. Nah. Even you don't believe that. Even you don't believe that. Pogacar wins again. Oh no, wait. Huh? Why were we the bottom 4 in the stage? 4 of my teammates. I mean, we finished all together in the Gruppetto. When I saw Zacarias in last, I thought he had crashed. For a second there, I thought he crashed. And I was regretting not playing the stage. I was so regretting not playing the stage. I think with PCM 22, I'm going for career mode. But at the same time, it does consume a lot more time. I mean, I can simulate a lot of races, to be fair. Yeah, man, it was like someone was putting a dagger through me. And yeah, we're also not going to have the fitness peak for the national championships, which is not great. This stage should be really cool to play if you have a climber, which is not the case. So quick simulation, because this is a short stage with a lot of climbing to do. Should be really, really fun. Pogacar wins again. What a surprise. What a surprise. I'm not last this time. 85th. So just one stage left. One stage left in the Dauphiné. Yes, game. Please simulate. Please simulate. So if I do a career mode, I think I will wait a bit before the beautiful world DB is a bit more completed. Before I start a proper save, a proper career. So I might do something else, like playing a few races here and there, or maybe I just wait a bit for the DB before coming back to streaming PCM 22. I will most likely not do it next week. Because, I mean, yeah, the game comes on the 9th, and I cannot stream on the 10th, because it's a holiday in Portugal, so yeah, Pogacar won the 4 mountain stages. Solid. Solid. He still lost the GC! He still lost the GC to Brandon McNulty. Because of the team time trial. Because of the team time trial, because UAE lost 2 minutes. UAE lost 2 minutes in this one. Who did they bring? Pogacar, Milesi, Finn Fisher Black, Brunel, Formolo, Narvaez, and Covey. I mean, it's not a terrible team. Oh! They got split. They all got split. These ones came way behind. Yeah, this is so broken. Yeah, because of the TT. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jesus. They lost 233 to Bora in this one. And McNulty won the GC by 29 seconds. Wait, I know, this is... I was thinking, like, who is this guy? It's a new gen. With 78 mountain, he was 3rd in the Dauphiné. Again, he's in Bora, he's at Bora, so took advantage of the time trial result. So yeah, let's focus on the Baloise Belgium tour. Not a race I usually follow. I think I've seen a couple of stages in the past, but yeah, I never really followed it that much. Is it a pro or 0.1 race? It's probably pro. Yeah, I think it's a pro race. So we might have a few decent opponents for the time trial.